extraction of the nickel, which is possible here. Extraction of the nickel, we can extract this nickel also with the use of the complex formation here. So this nickel which is available in inside of the earth, which is in the impure form, and this purification process which is occurs by the Mohs process. Now what happened in the Mohs process? Mons, which is a scientist, which is a develop this process. So that's why this process, which given name, that is a Mons process. In this process, uh, purification of the nickel, which is happen here, coordination compounds, which are the volatile, like the nickel, which is having four carbonyl ligands, which are attached there. And in this process, we are reacting this nickel, which is available in the solid impure form, which we are reacting with the four molecules of the carbonyl. These are the ligands which are available in the gaseous form, and there is a formation of the bond in between nickel and carbonyl, and there is a formation of this complex, which is available in the gaseous form, which is a volatile complex. Now, during purification, this nickel uh, tetracarbonyl nickel, which is the gaseous form, we are heating at the high temperature, which is about 200 degrees centigrade, and there is a separation of the nickel and carbonyl. That means this carbonyl which is available in the gaseous form. So we can easily separate out this nickel. Actually, this nickel which is formed here, which is a purest form, okay, which is the too much pure as compared to the initial impure form. That means purification process of the nickel, which also happen here with the use of this metrology. Okay, so that is the use of the uh, metrology in the extraction of the nickel. Organic synthesis, I think all of you know, Zeiss salt, that is a K platinum, which is surrounded by the uh, ethylene and three chlorines, and also to the square bracket, that is the water. This is a Zeiss salt, which is a first useful organic compound, which is prepared by the Sir Edwards Franklin in 1849, which is used for the synthesis of the organic compounds, zinc alkylation or zinc alkyl halides, which are the prepared here, and these are the some important reactions which are the possible here with this synthesis. First one, use of this Zeiss salt, that is for the polymerization. I think all of you know what is the meaning of the polymerization. In the polymerization, there is a one hydrocarbon we are doing here polymerization. That means number of the uh, hydrocarbons which are attached to each other, and there is a formation of the chain, and this chain formation here because of the use of this catalyst. So this catalyst, that is aluminum, which is having a C2H5, that is the ligand. So these are the three ligands which are attached to the aluminum, and titanium, which is having four chlorines which are attached there. So this complete mixture, which is known as a Ziegler-Natta catalyst. So this complete mixture, which is known as a Ziegler-Natta catalyst, and which is used for the polymerization of the ethylene. That means ethylene, which is a polymerization takes place here, polyethylene, which is a formation here, and Ziegler-Natta. These are the scientists which are the awarded Nobel Prize for this reaction. That means this is a very advanced technology which is developed here by these two scientists. Obviously, these catalysts which are known as the Ziegler-Natta. These are the scientists which are the develop this catalyst, and which is getting Nobel Prize in the 1963. Second one reaction which is given there in the second one reaction. So this is the first one reaction we are seeing there, that is a polymerization. Second, hydrogenation. Already I am discussed here. Organic coordination compounds. These are the used for the different reaction. That is the first one we are seeing there, polymerization. Second, that is a hydrogenation reaction. Wilkinson catalyst, which is a very famous catalyst in the industrial area, which is in our in these Wilkinson catalyst, which is regularly used in the industrial area. Wilkinson catalyst, that is a RH, which is having one chlorine ligand, and PPH3. These are the three ligands. So this is a Wilkinson catalyst, which is a red violet in color and which is having square planar structure. I think all of you know square planar structure. At the each square there is a one ligand, so which is known as the square planar structure, and which is effectively used for the hydrogenation of the organic molecules at the room temperature and ordinary pressure. Uh, Before few days, we need a special reactor for the hydrogenation reaction, which need a high temperature or high pressure. So all these things which are the needed for the hydrogenation, but with the use of this Wilkinson catalyst, reactions which are occurs at the room temperature and ordinary pressure. That means safe reactions which are the possible here with the use of this Wilkinson catalyst. Ethylene group, which is ending in the chains, which is the hydrogenation. So this double bond, which is does not affect on the chain, and which is a very important in the pharmaceutical industries. Already I am discussed this use of the hydrogenation reaction. That means hydrogen, which is a um, at the end there is a hydrogen takes place. There is no effect on the double bond which is present in the chain. That means at the end एका साईडला ज्यावेळेस डबल बॉन्ड असतो कुठल्याही चेनच्या त्याचंच फक्त हायड्रोजन करतो हा मध्ये कितीही डबल बॉन्ड असले तरी कुठलाही इफेक्ट याच्यामध्ये होत नाही. सो दॅट इज अ बेनिफिट ऑफ दिस Wilkinson catalyst. So this Wilkinson catalyst also which is used in the OXO process. I think wires in the SYBSc. SYBSc chemistry wires in their OXO process and also wires in their Wilkinson catalyst. So in this process, carbon monoxide and S2 which is added here in the alkene, and there is formation of the aldehyde. So this is the OXO process, and this OXO process industrially which is a very important, and because of that aldehyde which are the produced here from the alcohol starting material we are using their alcohol, and many complexes which are the use this Wilkinson catalyst for the organic synthesis. So there is also medical use which is also given there in the medical field. These uh, coordination compounds which are the used here. So the coordination compound like the platinum, which is effectively affect on the growth of the cancerous cell, that is the cisplatin. We are discussed so many times regarding to the cisplatin, which is useful for the treatment of the cancer, and only we can use the cisplatin. There is no use of the transplatin. Uh, so this anti-cancerous drug, which is used here, cisplatin, and which affect on the uh, tumor cancer. Generally, cisplatin, which is a cis isomer, which is known as the cisplatin, which is highly toxic. Other platins, which are the exhibit anti-tumorous activity, and seeking of the features of this complex, which is a identical ligands, and in case of the trans, these are the opposite ligands. So these are cisplatin you can observe there. Same type of the ligands, these are on the same side. So these two chlorines which are on the same side, and these two ammonia, these are also on the same side. So that is the identity of this cisplatin. Cisplatin, which is used for the treatment of the cancer, which form uh, blockage or which form bonding with the cancerous cells, and which inhibit growth of the these tumor cells, or which inactivate growth of the cancer. So that is the use of the cisplatin in the treatment of the cancer. Also, chelating EDTA, which is also used for the lead poisoning. Lead poisoning. Most of the times during drinking of the contaminated or lead containing water, if we drink, so because of that there is a lead poisoning. So in this case, we are reacting this EDTA with the particular metal, and this EDTA, which form a complex with the lead, which is present inside of our body, and which inactivate their activity. That means lead poisoning also we can stop here with use of the complex formation of the with the this ligand EDTA. Okay. Second, C, which is the next one application which is given there. So these are household applications. Now, what are the household applications? Detergent cake or detergent powder, which are extensively used in the cleaning agents. I think all of you know a detergent, which is very known. uh, chemical in our day-to-day life, detergent or a detergent powder we are using it for the washing of the clothes, and which are also known as the cleaning agent. So these cleaning agents, which are there is a use of these coordination compounds. Generally, cleaning action of the soap, what is happen here? Hard water, which is strictly restricted by the action of the calcium. Generally, hard water we can convert into the soft water with the use of these coordination compounds. That means detergent industry, which are the builders name, which is the sodium tripolyphosphate, which is the convert hard water into the soft water, and this hard water into the soft water, and because of that surface tension of the water, which is get decreases, and cleaning action of the detergent cake or detergent powder, which is increases here. So because of that, calcium, which is a effect on the hardness of the water, and which is treated here with the use of this coordination compound. So because of that, which increase washing action of the detergent, and phosphate, which is the as a plant neutral nutrient. That means there is no effect of the this washed water. दॅट मीन्स आपण ज्यावेळेस कपडे वॉशिंग करतो त्याच्यात जे पाणी आपण ज्यावेळेस बाहेर पडत असतं त्याच्यातून काय असणार आहे फॉस्फेट असतात अँड फॉस्फेट विच आर द युजफुल फॉर द प्लांट ग्रोथ वी आर युजिंग देअर phosphate fertilizer for the farm. Phosphate which is useful for the increase root length, or which is useful for the growth of the phyte root, which is essential for the growth of the plants, and these are the available from the this washed water. That means there is no pollution takes place with this washed water, which is useful for the farm also. Okay. uh, so there is a so that is the use of the household applications, which is also because of this there is also another some drawbacks of this detergent powder and detergent cake, that is a river which cause algae growth and result which is the oxygen depletion, and because of that most of the detergents which are the banned, which is the for the phosphates. This phosphate which is useful for the farm but which is not useful for the river and lakes. Why? Because phosphate which is a uh, because of that phosphate there is a growth of the algae, and if there is increased algae inside of the um, river and lakes, so because of that oxygen level which is a drop here, and if oxygen level decreases, their water animals which decrease oxygen level, and because of that they may be the died here. So that's why most of the detergents which contain phosphate, which are the banned in the most of the places here. Next one application, that is the analytical applications. That is a very well known. We are not discussing this too much application because already we are seeing this application. Uh, complexometry. Complexometry generally EDTA, which is a complex agent which is able to the form complex with the 40 metals ions. EDTA which form a complex with the 40 metals, and hence which is used for the proper pH and indicator for the providing analytical methods. So that means uh, in the analytical, that means as a buffer solution we can use here EDTA, and quantitative determination, which is exactly we can determine here with the use of the EDTA with the metals. That means as the buffer solution also we can use here complexometry for the adjusting pH of the given pH meter. uh, pH we can also standardization, which is happen here with the use of this EDTA, because EDTA which form a complex with the 40 metals. Next one, that is a gravimetric applications, which is also given there. Dimethyl glycosinate, which is insoluble in the scalar red precipitate with the nickels, and which is a bright red color solution with the lead, and the nickel and lead which can be analyzed here gravimetrically, and as well as colorimetry. So this 8 hydroxyquinoline also, which is found similar application for the many metals. That means gravimetric analysis, which is also happen here with the use of this coordination compound. That means a number of the applications in our day-to-day lives. And next one applications which is given there, that is in the coordination compounds in the living system. Coordination compounds which is having many important roles in the animals and plants, and these are the essential for the storage and transport of the oxygen. Very well known catalyst, very well known example, that is a myoglobin, hemoglobin. These are the used for the transportation and storage of the oxygen. Transportation of the oxygen which is happen here with the use of the hemoglobin, and storage which is happen here with the use of the myoglobin. So these hemoglobin and myoglobin, these are the coordination compounds, and these coordination compounds which are the essential for our living system also. Also these are the used as the catalyst in the photosynthesis reaction, like the chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B. These pigments I think all of you know very well. So this is about the applications of the coordination compound in the living system. First one application which is given there. Next one in the living system, that is a myoglobin and hemoglobin. So there is a skeleton which is given there. There is a ligand which is present in the hemoglobin and myoglobin, which form bonding with the metal, like that is the iron. And hemoglobin which is having red color, why? Because there is a presence of the iron, and iron which is having red color. Okay, so this is a porphyrin skeleton which is given there, porphyrin structure which is present here, and these nitrogens which are the present inside of this cage, which form a complex with the this iron. So this iron which is the form which is useful for the bonding with the oxygen during breathing of the oxygen of our human body. There is a oxygen which is a take inside of the body, and this oxygen which is a form bonding with the iron. There is a bonding which is given there, and this oxygen which is transported in the different cells or different organisms which are the present in our body, and which supply the oxygen to these all these cells, and deoxygenated blood which is get recirculated through the also from the myoglobin and hemoglobin. Actually myoglobin which is used for the storage of the oxygen in the most of the animals. Okay, camel, I think this is the one of the example, camel which store oxygen, and when there is a need of the oxygen, which reuse this oxygen. That means myoglobin which is present in the camel, which is the animal, and this coordination compound which is present in that animal. So this is a structure which is given there. Hemoglobin in the myoglobin which is indicated here, which is a protein across here. This iron which is bonded to the oxygen, which donates to the cells, and so that is the role of the hemoglobin in our body. Okay, so that is the applications of the hemoglobin in the living system. So last one page which is given there, that is structure of the oxyhemoglobin. Oxyhemoglobin, this is the one of the ligand which is attached to the another side, and at other side there is a bonding of the oxygen. I already told you iron which form bonding with the oxygen, and which is used for the transportation of the oxygen. Next one, that is a example of the hemoglobin which is a play important role in the biological process. Also chlorophyll which is present in the which is present in the plants, and this chlorophyll which is responsible for the photosynthesis reaction. Cytochrome which is also another complex, which is the iron porphyrin, which is the electron carrier for the most of the metabolic processes. So these cytochromes or chlorophylls which are the also present in the most of the plants, and these are the user for the synthesis of food. So with use of the chlorophyll E, A and chlorophyll B, these are the user for the synthesis of the carbohydrates. Carbohydrate, that means food which are the synthesized in the plant. This is only happen in the plants, this is not happen in the human being, because this chlorophyll which is not present in the human being, this chlorophyll which is present only in the plants. So that's why plants only synthesize their own food. We can't be synthesize here own food, we are depends on the plants. Why? Because there is a we can't be synthesized here chlorophyll or these pigments which are not present here. So the biological system, which is a very important, plants which need various nutrients for the plant growth, essential growth, number of the like the iron, zinc, copper, magnesium, molybdenum. These are the present here, which are the essential for the growth, and we are providing these metals in the form of the micronutrients. If you check fertilizer, which is present in our in the chemical fertilizer, you can observe there micronutrient, all these contents which are the observable. If you check integrants, all these metals which are the present in that micronutrients and which are the essential for the uh, growth of the plant. So we are applying all these uh, growth nutrients. So that is about the applications of the coordination compound.